Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Scourge League 3.16. In this episode, I have to show you guys AFK Tier 16 Blighted maps with zombies. Zombies are back. Baron zombies, 1000 strength. Strength stacking minions are aggressive. 7 link zombies without feeding frenzy. They're aggressive. Oh my god. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We're doing a T16 Blight map. This is one opalescent, one crimson, one black. That's my preferred. When I run it of opalescent, I do 2 crimson, 1 black. When I run it of black, I do triple crimson. When I run it of crimson, black, and opalescent, I do triple azure oil. Now let's do it. So this is my zombie build. Hello, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another AFK Blight video. So yeah, we're Baron zombies in 3.16. How good is it right at the beginning, guys? It's so fucking good, dude. It's so good. I'll tell you all the stuff right away. Okay, so we're zombies. 13 zombies. 1000 strength. We're leeching. How good is the leech? 969 off of the leech. And then we have the regen of 665. So together, this is about 1500 recovery. Hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes in 2 days. Thank you. When you compare this to my Carrion Golem build, it's about triple the recovery. Then you wonder, oh, but Ethan, leech, it's going to be removed when you reach full life. And so we have gone the Glorious Vanity Ahuana Timeless Jewel to get Immortal Ambition so that life leech effects are not removed at full life. And then they also recharge the energy, they regen the energy shield. But we don't have a lot of it, so we don't lose a lot of our buffer. And so another thing is we're zombies, and it's a really cool looking build. Let me start going through it. So zombies are back, boys, and some of the main reasons why I looked at playing zombies again and why I thought of bringing them back is this wand. This wand has minions are aggressive. You can fracture it. It can drop fractured. This is from Delve of the Underground. It comes on a convoking wand, and so you'll have a 242 intelligence requirement in your zombie strength stacking build, and this is pretty costly. Like, we have 245 with 1000 strength. This is very well balanced and very hard to go like high strength, because you can't use efficient trainings or bronze, because you'll give up your intelligence. So I'm only able to use 1 efficient training, and even with that, I'm very close to ruining my intelligence. But this is the main reason. Minions are aggressive. Why is this good? So basically, I believe the way I play zombies, I need them to be aggressive. So before this wand, the only 2 ways to make the zombies aggressive was to give the zombie feeding frenzy support, or wear a helmet, Maw of Mischief. Now, it's very obvious that if you use the feeding frenzy support in your main link, that's one of the gem supports, and that's a 5 link you're now on, because this doesn't provide any damage except for a buff, and the buff buffs all of your minions. So this doesn't need to be in your main link. You just need this to be in like a side link to give you the buff, and all your minions do more damage. And so the point is, we would have to give up one of our 6 link gems to go at like awaken minion damage, for example. Goodbye 44% more damage, the 1 level, and the increased damage. Then let's say we don't run feeding frenzy support. Okay, we want Maw of Mischief. We would have to give up our helmet. We can't go the Baron anymore. So this new wand is build enabling. We're able to go the Baron with the wand, with the aggressive, and still have a 6 link. So that's why in a past video when I was talking about my zombies and this aggressive wand, I said this is a 7 link, and it's because of the expectation that I would be running feeding frenzy and I get to save a link. So it's like a 7th link. So now my main link is able to be Anomalous Ray Zombie. He's up to 32. If we get this to 34, it's an extra zombie. Awaken Minion damage. And then we have Awaken Multistrike, Awaken Brutality, Empower, and Divergent Impale. I did an Empower in here because instead of Awakened Melee Phys, because the chestplate has, I got +1 socketed strength gems, because when you do increase strength elevated, you actually get a +1 socketed strength gem, which actually gives 1 level to the zombie if you use an empower. So the empower gives 4 levels, which is kind of cool. So then our zombies all the way up to 32. And I find this really nice for the survivability, because even with this, they're only at 41,649, which is very squishy. This is so little HP, even with them being level 32. It's actually bonkers. And so some people will say, Ethan, how does this build compare to Carrion Golems and Blight? And to be honest, we're at about 20 million DPS right now, and it's exactly the same DPS as Carrion Golems that I had, but the benefit is, instead of 4 golems, you have 13 zombies, so it covers more area. You have a more consistent clear. We have a better time at clearing Blight. We also, I've noticed that they body block the bosses better. There's more of them. They're actually doing the damage, where instead of the other build where the Carrion Golems are doing it. I also noticed that the zombie clear is better than the Carrion Golems, because there's 4 times as many. So while you're running through a map, while you're clearing, they cover more area. They also are circles instead of it being a cone. And the funny thing about the Carrion Golem is it isn't a full cone. It's like 3 cascades out and in like a triangle shape, but it's missing the inner sections, so it's not a full like cone. So it's actually like their clear is missing sections, unless you increase the area, they increase the size of it, which we do increase it, and it's still just not big enough because of the nerf to the size of the Carrion Golem clear. So overall, I find the zombie clear is superior. I find the Blight is superior. The only spot where I found 2 spots where I find Carrion Golems better for sure is bossing single target and the mobility on bossing, because Leap Slam for Awakener and for Maven and shit is really nice. The mobility on mapping to get over walls is not to be discredited, because a zombie just can't get over a wall. It can't jump. It can't leap slam. So there's just nothing you can do. I'm gonna open all the loot, and I'm not gonna loot it. I'm just gonna open it so we can see the loot together, and then I'll probably run one more because there's some more stuff I want to go through. This build's so fucking cool, and this is just what I've already figured out. Since our old zombie build back in the day, this is what I've put together. The main reasons of why I put it together. I kind of want to go over leech too. I talked about the 960, but I want to go over the overleech and the other parts of that a little bit more. We'll go over my specters. We use 2 Carnage Chieftains, 2 Host Chieftains, part of Ashenfield's Act 7. They give me Frenzy Churches and Power Charges. My Animate Guardians, I have a video for it. There's the... so here we go again, another T16 Blight. Put my zombies in the middle by centering them, yep. And then I want to continue. So the Animate Guardian, for that, all you have to do to make it simple for you guys, I've made a command on my stream. So go to my stream and you just type !AG and it'll give you two videos. You have the 15C budget Animate Guardian that I did at the beginning of the league as a budget to not have to go Kingmaker and all these crazy things, and Awaken Melee Phys. And then I later upgraded into the Kingmaker and a bigger version. I called it the Disgusting Animate Guardian. And then in this build, went for the 1000 strength, so the leech. I showed the leech. Some viewers have mentioned, why don't I go more of the leech recovery? So for example, only 5 points away from this, and I can get some extra total recovery and maximum total life recovery. Pretty much in this build, the way it works is, imagine in 10 hits, we're leeching max, and the max is 969. And with this, I could go to 1000, and so it's not really that big of a difference. And I have to give up 14% of my life, and so it's just not worth it. I can decrease the amount of hits it takes to reach the max, but we have 13 zombies, so I don't really care. That's basically the sum up. That's the TLDR, so you don't have to worry about all the math and getting into the nitty gritty of leech. But yeah, we don't need to invest in it. The only one that really seems kind of worth it is basically Valpact, and to explain it, double. So instead of 969, imagine getting almost 2,000, but I give up 665 regen. So pretty much this is if I had no regen, I would go more leech, but we love our regen and leech, both. This is my well put together, balanced build instead of that. And then, yeah, I have the overleech from the Immortal Ambition Ahuana. So for the Timeless Jewel, you just need it to be the sacrifice in the name of Ahuana to get the keystone. The numbers affect the smalls and the notables, not the keystone. So you just need Ahuana on a Glorious Vanity. In this build, I want to go through some of the strength shit. Let me go through the jewels. I went and got an efficient training, which converts the intelligence to strength. This gives so much strength. I did this really expensive Emperor's Mastery, which comes from the Labyrinth. You get it from a small chest at the end of the lab, the big chest at the end of the lab. You also can get an Emperor's Might, so 6% increased strength, 7% increased attributes. I have my Watcher's Eye for my Carrion Golem build because I'm still using Determination. We have Reservation Efficiency of Skills on 4 jewels, 8%. I don't need it. It was because I was trying to do a Petrified Blood thing for Overleech, but it's terrible, so don't worry about Petrified Blood. And so I do have 8% mana reservation efficiency of skills in this build. And then we have Cryptid Blood on this jewel. I went for Life, Blind, Strength, and I also have a Life, Taunt, Strength. That's what I went for. And that's all the jewels. There's my tree. Normal masteries. Max LE res, you know, the effective offering, crit, and the overwhelm phys. We got the flat life and the vitality mana reserve. We have the determination. And we also have the strength per allocated mastery, which is really good because I use a lot of allocated masteries. And then my gear, some of the notable things, like I mentioned, was the minions are aggressive. Delve Wand is the main reason that is the selling point for this build because it's 7 link and you're aggressive without the Feeding Frenzy. And then we didn't have to go Maul and Mischief, so we could still go the Baron, so we could strength stack, so we can get Leech, and the Leech is actually really good when we show that it's 969 and our recoveries, life regen is 665 together. We're regenning we're recovering 1600. It's disgusting. I like that I can see this in the game, and I understand Leech way more now. Yeah. So then we overleech, and yeah, it's sick. So then I have this amulet. A lot of people always wonder about the amulet. The amulet is it's a double talisman, and it has the doubled mods. So imagine it's like 2 talismans, and so it's the number of zombie and the increased attributes. And so I got a 15, and it doubles, so it goes to 30, and then the 2 zombie. This is really great, but you could just get a rare Ammy with 1 zombie and increased attributes, for example, with strength or attributes or whatever, life. You don't have to go for, obviously, a Great Wolf, but this was like best in slot, and it was 45x. I have a bunch of these Barons with the increased damage. I did the numbers on the Leech. I can have 1% or 2%. It doesn't matter with how much damage my zombies do, so don't worry about it. The Leech number in my build with how much damage I do is irrelevant, but the minion life 20. And then I just went for as high leech as possible. Why not? And then I have new items that I made. They're similar to the boot and chestplate that I made for my Carrion Golem build. They're the double elevated Maven Orb into the, Ashling. But I haven't made videos for them. And instead of physical taken as chaos, it's physical as cold. And instead of effective offering, I got the increased strength. And then the glove is just life chaos with the ailment like I did on the other one. Let's go loot them up together. Zombie build's super sick though, because like I said, triple the recovery is really fun with the similar damage. And so the build's just tankier than the other one, but it has the couple downsides of the mobility and the single target for bossing, because of the mobility and the body blocking. Zombies body block each other, but overall this build's sick, and it's not even min-max. This is just what I've already put together, and I've now relearned Leech, and I understand it really well. I might make a future video about it more specifically. That's like 50C, dude. A 2120 Hydrosphere. Holy shit. Stag Dix. Got uniques. Atoll map. Foils. Golden oil! How does that always happen, dude? We're recording these, doing some nice AFK T16 Blight, and then boom, silver oil. Always, dude. BRM? Yeah, called it. I knew it, dude. I fucking knew it. T16 BRM. Blight Ravage map. Goddamn. So now you guys are all experts on the zombie strength stacking build as well. We've done our +2 wands. I have videos on how to craft them. This is a +2 crafted on a minions are aggressive. This is double elevated. So I have videos on how to craft double elevated and crafting the prefixes after. The rings are just life and chaos and strength. Very hard to craft, very annoying, not easy. Don't recommend. Super tough. And then how did I craft them? This one was I got the suffixes together with I think I bought them, and then I redid the prefixes, and I got the life. And then this one I got the fractured strength. I aberrant fossiled the 35 chaos. Then I used June Ashling 4 unveil to get the fire and chaos hybrid, because if it was a craft it would be 15, but this also opens up the craft, so I was able to craft life on it. It's a pretty sick ammy. So much chaos from a single ammy. I mean, from a single ring, it's like 55 potentially. It's insane. Yeah. Pantheons in this build, Lunaris, and then I ran abberath for Blight because Burning Ground. A final thing, so I don't miss anything, is the gems. Divergent, Desecrate in the wand. This is a trigger wand. So Divergent Desecrate allows you to get a 60% chance for an additional corpse. Why do you want this? Because you have to consume 5 corpses to increase the duration of your offering. And so sometimes, I've shown this a long time ago. If you do corpses next to a wall, or you don't have a perfect circle to spawn it, sometimes you get less corpses. And so then by having an extra corpse, it can increase your chance to get 5 corpses, which increases the duration of your offering. And then offering, Divergent Flesh Offering 2020. Lifetap, so it costs life instead of mana, but to be honest, I have enough mana in this build, so I don't need it, but I have an extra gem, so I just left it in, because why would I leave an open slot when I could just put Lifetap and it saves me on the mana? 21 Spectre. We told 2 Carnage Chieftains, 2 Host Chieftains for Mansion Fields Act 7, and the Anomalous Feeding Frenzy for the extra 1% life recover on hit, which I noticed that this isn't leech, this isn't regen, this is 1% of their life on hit. To continue, the 21 Carrion Golem, and then the 2120 Divergent Animate Guardian, and in this one, he has a HP setup of 84,775, kind of scary, honestly, pretty risky. I don't like it, because I don't have minion life. I want to drop the Carrion Golem and put minion life, but also Carrion Golem. So, then we have Anomalous, Cast and Damage Taken, Immortal Call for when we do Blight. For mapping, I switch out the Immortal Call, cast and damage taken into Molten Shell increased duration, so that the phase run has a duration of 4.3, and the reason it's this long is because I'm using Mistress of Sacrifice, so that the offering affects me, and so that we get the increased duration on the phase run, so that's permanent without needing efficacy support. If you don't have Mistress of Sacrifice, you need an anomalous efficacy support, which means it has to be a 4-link. We don't have room in this build to do another 4-link, because our 4-link is Vitality, Pride, Determination with an Enlighten, and then we have Anomalous Dread Banner, Generosity. This has to be a 2-link. Then Divergent Summon Skitterbots and Awakened Unbound Ailments is another 2-link. So this is a 4-link, another 2-2-2-link, and then these Precision, Extra Gem, and Flame Dash. I run 1 Precision 120. It doesn't do much damage, but I had an extra gem slot, so I used it, and I have the extra mana. Flame Dash. Like, I need more 3-links, 4-links. I don't need these 1 slots. It's so annoying. The trigger ruins a 3-link because I need the offering in the wand for the trigger, so it ruins a 3-link. These 2 links can't be put in the 1, so it ruins my... Dude, it's insane. It's so insane, man. You could technically not enlighten the vitality and save there, and then this could be a 3-link. You could 4-link the phase run, but then it's just saving on an ascendancy, and I could run Bone Barrier for the extra recovery, which is nice. The extra 10% phase damage reduction is one of our biggest weak spots, and then having the extra life recovery for the leech would be huge, and for our regen, since we have so much recovery now in the build, this would be massive. But then you have to switch the thing, and you'll have less mana. I might actually do that while I was going through. But those are all my gems, and now the final thing. My zombie setup is Anomalous Raised Zombie, so it has 160% increased cooldown recovery rate with this current setup. Disgusting, level 32. I recommend the Anomalous for the cooldown for the Slam. Slam can't miss, by the way. And then we have Awaken Minion damage, 523, and we have Awaken Multistrike, 520, and Awaken Brutality, 520. And Power 4, and then Divergent Impale. This is like 105 Impale. It has 5% chance for an additional Impale. And then the Empower is instead of the Awaken Melee Phys, so we have no Intimidate, and so it doesn't slow their attack speed. And an Empower is similar damage with the +1 Socketed Strength gem. So I did that. That's the overall build. Like I said, custom damage taken, Immortal Call for the AFK Blight because of the Volatile Flame Blood, and you want to have a Ruby Flask, and if you don't have Mage Blood, you'll want to automate it with an Instilling Orb so that it gets used on full. We'll open up these 12-stack decks. That'll be me for today. That'll be this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It was really fun. I've been enjoying min-maxing the zombies. We're getting it to a really crazy point. I'm learning more and more. I fully understand the leech mechanic and have all the math and calculations on how it works. And min-maxing of the zombies has begun. First video. I hope you guys enjoyed. In editing, I did in fact change the build. So you would have to switch the Immortal Call here instead of the Molten Shell increased duration. Then our Immortal Call costs 81, so it's still good. We don't have the precision, but now we run the Anomalous Efficacy, we get the extra thing, we have the Bone Barrier. It doesn't show in here, by the way, so the regen goes up, but the leech doesn't, and so this should work. Recovery rate of life, and so this should affect the leech. It just doesn't show here on the calculations. And so I think this is about 320 more recovery on 1600, which is a lot, and it's like 6.6% of our life extra recovery per second, which is disgusting. All we lost was precision, and I think we'll still be good enough. And then the benefit is absolutely massive for our survivability, and we get the extra 10% physical damage reduction, even though we're already at 90 in the tooltip. This isn't real, and yeah. I like this. I like this a little bit better, just needed to put this in here. I made a small change, and needed to update you guys that now it's efficacy, support, phase run, Molten Shell instead of being with the Mistress of Sacrifice, and we have Bone Barrier. We changed Ascendancy. Nice. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!